Welcome to our channel. Step by Step Japanese Pathway to Fluency のナオミです。
ツナです。
Today we have 4 key structures to cover.
That's a lot.
Yes, let's jump right in. The first one is 何々のうち or 何々のうちで。何々のうち is a grammar pattern that appears after nouns or numbers in order to signify amongst in the same way as 何々の中。のうち is often followed by で。For example, 日本で食べた料理のうちでお寿司が一番美味しかったです。
Out of all the dishes I ate in Japan, sushi was the most delicious.
And it can also be followed by の when attached directly to another number. 10人の参加者のうちの3人が外国人でした。
3 out of the 10 participants were foreigners.
この10冊の本のうち3冊はまだ読んでいません。
Out of these 10 books, I haven't read 3 yet. Naomi, 何々の中 also has a similar meaning, right? As in, 日本の都市の中でどこが一番住みやすいですか? Among Japanese cities, where is the most livable? What's the difference between 何々のうち and 何々の中?
Actually, 何々のうち is far less common than 何々の中 when specifying amongst. Due to this, 何々の中 will be the preferred and more natural option in speech. Now let's move on to the second key structure of this episode. 何々ため or 何々ために。
I know ために. It's used to express a purpose or an objective of an action. It can be translated as for the purpose of, in order to. We can use the dictionary form of a verb plus ために or noun plus の plus ために.
Good memory! For instance, 新しい車を買うために貯金しています。
I'm saving money to buy a new car.
再来週の発表のために準備を進めています。
I'm preparing for the presentation the week after next.
Today we'll learn another common usage of ために and sometimes に can be dropped and we just use ため
What's the meaning of this usage?
because of, as a result of. For example, 台風のため電車が止まっています。
Because of the typhoon, the trains have stopped.
事故のために道が混雑している。
Because of an accident, the road is congested.
遅れたのは電車の遅延のためです。
The reason for my lateness is the train delay.
The third key structure for today is 何々そうにない。
そうにない.
Verb must stem plus そうにない expresses the unlikelihood of something happening. It can be translated as not likely, doesn't seem. For example, 雲がないから雨は降りそうにない。
There are no clouds, so it doesn't seem like it will rain.
このパンは硬くて噛み切れそうにない。
This bread is hard and doesn't seem I can chew through.
もう9時だ。彼は今日も来そうにない。
It's already 9 o'clock. It doesn't look like he's coming today either.
Finally, the last key structure is 何々だろう。
だろう.
Often translated as I think, it seems, probably, right? だろう is used to indicate a guess or a conjecture, and it can follow nouns, adjectives, and verbs. For example, あの人は先生だろう。
That person is probably a teacher.
このテストは難しいだろう。
I think this test is difficult.
この問題は難しいから時間がかかるだろう。
This problem is hard, so it will probably take time.
The polite form of だろう is でしょう。Let's see a couple examples too. このレストランは高いでしょう。
This restaurant is expensive, right?
田中さんはもう家に帰ったでしょう。
It seems Mr. Tanaka has already gone home.
だろう can also be used in its more colloquial contracted form. だろう。For example, こんな問題簡単だろ
This problem's easy, isn't it?
お前も行くだろ
We are coming too, aren't you?
Wonderful! では今日の会話を2回聞いてみましょう。1回目です。
不错。コンペに出すデザインの A 案、B 案、C 案のうち、どれに決まりそうでしょうか？
A 案は予算が足りないため却下された。B 案も期限に間に合いそうにないため難しいだろ
では、C 案が有力ですね。
う。ああ、そのつもりで進めておいてくれ。もう一度聞いてみましょう。部長、コンペに出すデザインの A 案、B 案、C 案のうち、どれに決まりそうでしょうか？
A 案は予算が足りないため却下された。B 案も期限に間に合いそうにないため難しいだろう。
では、C 案が有力ですね。
ああ、そのつもりで進めておいてくれ。
では、会話を翻訳してみましょう。部長、コンペに出すデザインの A 案、B 案、C 案のうち、どれに決まりそうでしょうか？
Chief, out of the design plans of A, B, and C that we are submitting to the competition, which one is likely to be selected?
A 案は予算が足りないため却下された。B 案も期限に間に合いそうにないため難しいだろう。
Plan A was rejected due to insufficient budget. Plan B won't be selected either, since it doesn't look like it will be completed by the deadline.
では、C 案が有力ですね。
In that case, Plan C seems the most likely.
ああ、そのつもりで進めておいてくれ。
Yes, so please proceed with that in mind.
では、会話を一文ずつ見てみましょう。部長、コンペに出すデザインの A 案、B 案、C 案のうち、どれに決まりそうでしょうか？案 means plan, proposal. So, デザインの A 案、B 案、C 案 is
The design plans of A, B, and C.
デザインの A 案、B 案、C 案のうち。
Out of the design plans of A, B, and C.
コンペ is short for competition. So, can you guess its meaning?
Sounds like competition.
Correct. And コンペに出す means to submit for competition. So, コンペに出すデザインの A 案、B 案、C 案のうち is
Out of the design plans of A, B, and C that we are submitting to the competition.
決まる means to be decided, to go well, to succeed. 決まりそうはどんなニュアンスでしょうか？
何々そうは客観的な根拠に基づく推測を表します。
そうですね。どれに決まりそうでしょうか means
Which one is likely to be selected?
now for sentence 部長、コンペに出すデザインの A 案、B 案、C 案のうち、どれに決まりそうでしょうか？
Chief, out of the design plans of A, B, and C that we are submitting to the competition. Which one is likely to be selected?
部長 answers by two sentences. First, he says, A 案は予算が足りないため却下された。予算 means estimate of costs, budget. 足りる means to be sufficient, to be enough. そう、予算が足りないため is
Because the budget is not sufficient.
却下する means to reject. What's its passive form, Suna?
却下される。
Right. So, A 案は予算が足りないため却下された means
Plan A was rejected because the budget is not sufficient.
部長 next says B 案も期限に間に合いそうにないため難しいだろう。期限 deadline 間に合う means to be in time for. そう、期限に間に合う is
To be in time for the deadline.
and today's key phrase 期限に間に合いそうにない means
It doesn't seem that it will be in time for the deadline
期限に間に合いそうにないため
because it doesn't seem that it will be in time for the deadline.
B 案も期限に間に合いそうにないため難しいだろう。
Because Plan B doesn't seem that it will be in time for the deadline, it's probably difficult too.
Where does this probably come from?
だろう. It expresses conjecture.
Very good. That's one of today's key phrases. And note that 部長 is talking about which plan to be selected. So when he said B 案も難しい, he meant that it's difficult for plan B to be selected. He could say B 案も期限に間に合いそうにないため、選ばれることは難しいだろう。
Since Plan B doesn't seem that it will be in time for the deadline, it's probably difficult to be selected too.
有力 means strong, likely, promising. So the next sentence では C 案が有力ですね means
Then Plan C seems the most promising.
ああ、そのつもりで進めておいてくれ。So now do you still remember the meaning of 進める?
Yes, 進める means to carry forward, plans, work, etc. To proceed with.
Nice. 進めておく means
Te form of a verb plus oku. Here means to do something in advance or to do something as preparation for something else. So 進めておく means to proceed in advance or to proceed as preparation.
進めておいてくれる means
てくれる means someone does something for me. So 進めておいてくれる means proceed in advance for me or to proceed as preparation for me.
Now we change 進めておいてくれる to the imperative form and get 進めておいてくれ
The imperative form of くれる is くれ?
Yes, that's an exception. So you have to remember it. つもり means intention. そのつもりで means
With that intention.
Yes, that's the literal meaning. What the 部長 implies is that you have my implicit approval. Now for sentence. ああ、そのつもりで進めておいてくれ。
Yes, proceed with that intention in advance for me.
That's correct. But more naturally, we can translate it as go ahead with that plan. ではもう一度会話を聞いてみましょ
部長、コンペに出すデザインの A 案、B 案、C 案のうち、どれに決まりそうでしょうか？
う。A 案は予算が足りないため却下された。B 案も期限に間に合いそうにないため難しいだろう。
では、C 案が有力ですね。
ああ、そのつもりで進めておいてくれ。では今日はここまでです。ご視聴ありがとうございました。動画を楽しんでいただけたなら、ぜひチャンネル登録をお願いします。ではまた次回お待ちしています。